доброго дня. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Хто тут у нас уже приєднався? Yeah, good afternoon, good afternoon. Happy to see you, hardworking students. We will start a little bit later. But now tell me, please, do you like science? Ті, хто у нас є. Do you like science?
Yes.
Yes, okay, I can hear your familiar voice. Yeah, but why do you like science?
I don't know, it's maybe it can be a little confusing, but it's interesting in general.
Yeah, but speaking about science, yeah. What do you like doing? Experiments, maybe, or reading interesting information? What's your interest in science?
Maybe experiments. It shows how things work and yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. And anyone else? Tell me, please, do you like science?
So.
So, but why?
I don't know. For me, it's a little bit hard.
Okay. But speaking about different sciences, which science is the hardest for you? Is it physics maybe, or chemistry, or math?
Chemistry.
Oh yeah, okay. To be honest, I also didn't like chemistry when I was a schoolgirl. Yeah, but now sometimes I use chemistry in my daily life. But tell me, please, why chemistry is not so interesting, maybe, or maybe easy for you?
Sometimes it's interesting, but it's hard.
Difficult to understand. Yeah, all these formulas and elements. Yeah, I understand you. Okay, and other participants, yeah, happy to see you here on Sunday. Yeah, so you are heroes. You are real heroes. And science. Okay, while we are waiting for others, tell me, please, which words can you use if you hear the word science? Which words come to your mind when you hear the word science? Science, yeah. So maybe it's microscope, maybe, different numbers. So which words? No words? Okay, let's play. Let's play with the word science. So the first letter is S. So think, what word can start with S and says something about science? S. What can be? What can be with S and science? Any ideas? S. What can be S? System. Yeah, system maybe. Structure. Solution. And a lot of different words with S. Yeah. Maybe you also have ideas. Can you hear me well?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so we have 3 minutes left. Maybe it's difficult for you to start speaking. Okay, choose any letter. Choose any letter in the word science and give us the word. Give us the word, please. It can be C-I. Yeah, please.
I will choose the letter E.
Yeah.
Experimenting.
Experimenting, yeah, very good word. Okay. Any other ideas? Let's get our brain, yeah, working.
E. I choose E.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Evolution, yeah, cool. Thank you. Any other ideas? So we have word science, and we can choose one letter out of this word, and we can make our own word related to science. Yeah. Yes, please.
For C, creation.
Creation. Oh, what a wonderful word. Yeah, that's right. Creation. Okay. And just a sec. Oh, Eureka. Yeah, Eureka. That's right. Really difficult to pronounce. Yeah, but very good word. Thank you very much. Okay, and we have just some seconds left, and I think we can actually start. So thanks for those who have just joined us, and we are going to start, yeah, in some seconds. So as you see, the title of our class is Science and Innovation. And some of you probably like science, some of you probably are into science, really into science, but some of you probably are not really interested in science. But it's a fact that we can't live without science, actually. And I would like to start with the phrase, when kids look up. Do you remember from our previous classes what this phrase means? Look up. Do you remember what is it? Look up.
Шукати.
Look for. Thank you. Look for is to to try to find something, and look up.
Брати з когось приклад.
Yeah, very good. To respect, look up. So when kids look up to great scientists the way they do to treat musicians and actors and bloggers, I would add, civilization will jump to the next level. Okay, do you agree with this statement? Do you think that it's true? If you respect scientists more than popular people like bloggers, like actors, like musicians, yeah, it will be better. How do you think? Any ideas?
I agree with the statement.
Okay. So actually, to look up to, it means to respect. Okay. So let's start. And we have just discussed some words related to science. And now I want to show you, like the word cloud. And look at these words and tell me, please, which word is, the most popular, in your opinion, if we speak about science. And maybe you have your own words which come to your mind when we speak about science. So how do you think? Which word is the most experiment? Oh, and I have just revealed the secret. The most popular word is experiments. And the second is, how do you think? The second most popular word is?
Maybe physics.
Maybe physics, yeah, and chemistry and animals. Yeah, you see there.
Technology.
They are not. Yeah.
Space.
Okay. Space, yeah. What else?
Solid.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what is solid? Can you explain what can be solid? What can be solid? Yeah, please.
I can help. It's solid. It can be, for example, a rock. Water can be solid.
If it is ice, yeah, that's right.
Ice, solid.
Yeah, something you can hit. Yeah, it's solid. Okay.
It's hard.
Yeah. Hard, yeah, and solid. And also another state, opposite state to solid is opposite. So it can be solid, and it can be, what can be inside of the cup. Do you remember? Як буде рідина?
Liquid.
Liquid, yeah. Oh, you know such scientific words. Very good. Okay. So, tell me, please, which word you like among all these science words? Which word is interesting for you? If we speak about English contest, which word is interesting for you? So, tell me, please. Okay.
Environment. Galaxy.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Other words?
Scientist.
Scientist, galaxy. They sound very beautiful. Okay.
Big Bang.
Big Bang. Okay. Thank you.
Bacteria.
Bacteria. That's right. What else?
Investigations.
Investigations. Yeah. So scientific. Yeah. Okay.
Stars.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, beautiful word. Okay, and please, your own words. Maybe there are no all the words related to science in this cloud, but maybe you have your own words. You can have in your mind now. Any ideas? I know it's difficult, especially at the end of school year.
Maybe test tube.
Test tube, yeah, it's very nice. Tell us, please, when do we use test tube?
Well, when we are using some liquids, we experiment it. Maybe we warm it up or something like that. And we need to use those test tubes to continue our experiment.
Super. Yeah, very good explanation. Thank you very much. Okay, and any other ideas about new words?
Globe.
Okay, can you explain us? How can we use this word in the sentences to explain something about science?
Maybe for some geographical research.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So globe and global. Yeah. You mean?
Yes, like show somebody where is the continent and where is countries are
located. Yeah. So we have a globe. Yeah, and we can point. At some countries and or the oceans or the mountains. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Any other ideas?
Maybe DNA.
DNA. Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you know the abbreviation of DNA?
Honestly, I don't remember.
The last word is acid. Acid. Acid, kislota. And I'm not sure about the first two. I just don't want to confuse some meanings. So the last word is acid. Okay. So we have our unique DNAs. Okay. So this is cloud related to science words. And tell me, please, do you know mostly, do you know all the words here? Or maybe some words are new for you? So you can name some new words for you. So acids,
I just say, I mean, I'm confused by word horse, like it's science, and stuff and experience, and there is horse.
Horse.
Maybe
maybe the horse was, as a subject of an experiment. maybe. Maybe some people think that scientists work like horses. Maybe. We don't know this. Okay.
And I wanted to say I just saw constellation or something.
Constellation of stars, you mean, yeah? Constellation of stars. So there are some stars in the sky, and some stars, they have the structure. It's like a constellation of stars, yeah? Do you understand what is it?
Yeah.
Okay, what it is, yeah. Okay, so I think we can go further, and I think it's quite interesting question if to speak about science. So please answer this question. Would you rather meet a dinosaur or an alien? Alien, do you remember who is alien?
Yeah.
A green person from the space, yeah, with 2 eyes or 3 or 4 or 5 eyes, yeah, with 10 fingers or something like this. Okay, so tell me please, would you rather meet a dinosaur?
You know, I'd rather meet an alien than a dinosaur, because aliens can be different. And you may know serial Doctor Who, and the Doctor is an alien, so I 100% sure that I would rather meet an alien.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you know someone who is more or less yeah, normal. Okay. Any other ideas about this question? Would you rather meet a dinosaur or an alien?
I'd rather meet an alien, because it's always interesting to learn about other civilizations from space. Space is always interesting because it's millions, light millions. I forgot how to call it, kilometers, and. Definitely it's more interesting than a dinosaur, because, for example, we have bones of the dinosaur, and we, humans have already reconstructed them, but we have never met an alien, and that would be really something for the science.
Yeah, okay, thank you for such a profound answer. Yeah, really interesting, yeah, thinking about this. Thank you very much. Any other ideas about this question, this certain question?
I choose alien because a dinosaur can eat you.
Yeah, obviously, absolutely. Yeah,
but
even
if
yeah.
But not all. Some of them eat grass or vegetables. So
That's right.
We must carefully choose a dinosaur to meet.
Definitely. Oh, a dinosaur should be very careful. Yeah, meeting people. Okay. So, and let's speak about the second choice or option. Yeah, become an astronaut or an engineer. So, which choice would you prefer?
Become an astronaut, because it's interesting.
Okay. But do you know that you must be absolutely physically fit, healthy?
Yes, I
Okay.
know.
Yeah, and it's good motivation to be fit, actually, be an astronaut. Yeah. Okay. Any other ideas about this question?
I'll choose an engineer because an engineer is less dangerous than an astronaut.
You mean the profession is dangerous, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, but why do you think so?
Because an engineer is a profession in our planet, and the astronaut is a work in space, and it's because it's more dangerous.
Okay. So you take into consideration the factor of risk. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Any other ideas about this question?
I'd love to become an engineer because you can create some new things that can help for all science.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much. And I heard someone's voice as well.
Yes, it was me. Well, of course, it would be more interesting to become an astronaut, but it would be really dangerous, and probably you will get used to it, and well, it would become a mundane thing when you travel to space. Plus, you have to live in an uncomfortable environment. You have to work for almost every day, every hour, doing different experiments, and try to study different well, materials. And an engineer, well, you stay you stay here, you don't have to travel anywhere, and that's much better, well, for me.
Okay, thank you very much, yeah, for your opinion. It was interesting to
I
listen
prefer
to.
engineers because they enable astronauts to fly into space, and they are ones who innovate innovation.
What do you mean? Made inventions, you mean? Innovation. Ah, okay.
Innovation.
So they make innovations. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is the word we are going to talk about. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I think it's enough about this question. And the next question: would you rather live on the moon or a space station? If, for example, if you choose to be an astronaut. On the moon? Okay.
I'd live on the moon.
Okay, why?
Maybe because I'm not really people person. Maybe because that I just like to be alone, and just imagine situation, okay? You take the chair and place it on the moon, and you are sitting and looking at all the space. You understand? It has beautiful view.
Okay, actually yes. But do you know that the surface of moon?
Gravity is different. Yeah, I know, but
So
still, it's interesting to try something.
Okay. Yeah, so if it is a science fiction, yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, I like your idea. Thank you very much. Oh, maybe it's a good idea. Yeah, in our time, in our reality, just to sit some hours on the moon. Yeah, great. Thank you. Okay, any other ideas about this?
I choose to live on the space station because there is still a connection to humans.
Okay, so you don't want to be isolated, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And any other ideas about this?
I would also choose to live on a space station because I think that living on the moon is more difficult, more challenging, because at least on a space station there are some supplies, so it's more safer to live there.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much for your ideas. It's a pleasure to listen to your really interesting ideas and thoughts. Okay, the next. I think it's quite challenging, but rather interesting. Would you rather orbit the Earth or swim at the bottom of the ocean? At the bottom of the ocean, in the Mariana Trench, maybe. Okay. Who is the one who wants to orbit the Earth?
Can I ask, orbit the Earth, it means flying around the Earth? Or...
That's right, in the spaceship, I think, yeah.
Oh. It's
or maybe
really
from
difficult.
The moon, or you can do it directly from the moon with the chair, yeah.
Yeah, just not fly. No. I'm just gonna sit on the moon.
Okay.
Stay in peace.
Oh yeah.
No problems.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, why not? Okay. Other ideas?
I would rather swim at the bottom of the ocean,
Mhm.
but well, I know the difficulties of the pressure, water pressure.
What? Uh-huh.
But if everything was possible, then I would definitely want to learn about the bottom of the ocean, because
Mhm.
nobody have ever been there.
Mhm.
And astronauts and different scientists have already orbited the Earth, so I don't think it's needed anymore.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Interesting point of view. Thanks. Uh-huh. Okay. And yeah, the last one. Who wants to answer this question? Okay. No volunteers. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Yaroslav, please. Yes, Yaroslav. Unfortunately, we can't hear you. Turn on microphone, maybe. Mm. You can write using chat or Padlet. Okay. Yeah, because yeah, maybe you have headphones or something, and this is the problem of audio. Okay, so if everything is okay with the sound, we will return to this question. Okay, Yaroslav, or you can use chat. Let's continue. Would you rather become a doctor or a scientist? I think it's interesting decision and vital. So who is the volunteer here? Yeah, Maxim, please.
I would choose to become a scientist to open new medications that the doctors could use.
Great idea. Yeah. So yeah, I think it can be vitally important. Thank you very much. Other ideas?
I'd want to become a scientist because, well, they so work with doctors, well, some types of scientists. If I had to choose some kind of a scientist to become, it would probably be dentist. I like genetics, and it's really interesting to learn how some person has one genetics of one parent and another genetics from another parent. But it really, well, it has some stints attached with the doctor. So I don't really see a difference.
Yeah, definitely. Everything is interconnected. Yeah, so there is no medicine with science. Definitely, yeah. Okay, and I think the next one is also quite tricky. Would you rather study volcanoes or tornadoes? Do you know there is a profession of tornado chaser? Okay, so volcanoes or tornadoes? Okay, no daring people here. Yeah,
Neither is the danger.
Oh, it's too dangerous. Neither. Yeah, okay. Too dangerous, actually. But some people, sometimes they need, to have this kind of extremism, extreme, feelings or something like this, and they want to study volcanoes when they erupt, and tornadoes, when they swirl. Okay, any daring people here? Okay, so let's get to the next question. Study animals or viruses. If you were, for example, a scientist, which would you prefer? Okay. No volunteers here. Maybe the next will be more interesting for you. Pilot and airplane. Yeah, Yaroslav.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
Finally, yeah. Happy to hear you. Oh, you can answer 2 questions. The first one you would like.
I prefer to orbit around the Earth because when you swim at the bottom of the ocean, there can be some dangerous creatures that can eat you.
Okay, at the bottom of the Earth, maybe, yeah.
What about study animals or viruses? I prefer to study viruses because for me it's more interested than animals.
Really? But why?
I don't know.
Yeah, because some scientists even say that viruses were brought from, from outer space to the Earth. I don't know. I don't believe such theory. Maxim, yeah?
I would rather study animals because they're living creators we can see and learn from.
Okay, yeah, and a lot of innovations were made due to animals. Yes, thank you, Roxalana, please.
If I were a scientist, I would rather study viruses because I believe that our society need more knowledge about these things. Because, for example, we still have a lot of disease that don't have a cure yet. So we really need to make more efforts to find a solution for them.
Oh, yeah, that's very good answer. Thank you very much. Kira, can you join us?
I choose to study animals because they need to be saved from environmental disasters.
Yeah, that's right. So, do you take care, of animals, of maybe stray animals like stray dogs, stray cats?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So it means that you have a very kind heart. Okay. And Dasha, you also wanted to answer? Or someone, Shreyani, but just a second. Someone is raising a hand, but unfortunately I can't see the name. Yeah, please. Sorry.
It's me.
Yeah. Can you tell us?
I'd like to study viruses because, well, from the childhood, I really loved different movies about virologists, scientists. And now in my biology classes, I enjoy studying how living organisms function, especially those who are as little as viruses and cause different diseases. We need to learn more about them so we can save more people.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, thank you very much. Very important point of view, because viruses sometimes they are much stronger than people in many situations. Yeah. Okay. So, and the next question is pilot an airplane or spacecraft. It is somehow related to, astronaut or engineer. Okay. So your choice. Yeah, Maxim, please.
I prefer an pilot an airplane because it feels like more real and you get to see the world from above.
Do you like to see the world beneath?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, Dmitry, please.
I prefer airplane pilot, but
Okay.
like fly, but bird.
Like a bird. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So I think it's enough because we are short of time, and let's get to others website. So speaking about science, of course, we can't omit speaking about innovations. So these are not innovations anymore for us, but some centuries or some years ago.
Picture one, smartphone.
That's right. Okay, yeah. And you can see these ordinary scenes for us, but some centuries ago or some years ago, these scenes were something really weird, unusual for many people. Okay, so which do you use most often? I think the answer is obvious. It's not a plane for sure, yeah. The next question is, which do you think people invented first? So look at these pictures and give me this answer.
I think people invent first phone.
Phone, okay, was invented first. Okay. Any Anya?
I may be wrong, but I think people first invented light.
Light, electricity. Okay. Current. And Valeria, you also wanted to say something?
Can I speak?
Yeah. I saw you were raising your hand. And did you want to answer something?
Yes, I'd like to answer. I think syringe was invented first because it was used before any bulbs or phones or planes. It was used by medics even in those times.
Okay. Thank you for your opinion, and let's see later. And in your opinion, which is the most important invention? In this case, yeah, invention. Vlada, please.
Probably light, because without light, nothing can work. We need electricity for everything nowadays, even for that plane, for that phone, for the telephone, for everything.
For everything. So can we say that we are addicted to electricity?
I can say that we are addicted to electricity because most of the humans wouldn't survive if the electricity would be off.
Okay.
I just think like that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for your idea. Dmitro, please.
I think most important it's injection. Most of
Injection.
Injection.
Syringe.
But it's save the many people.
Yeah. So yeah, vaccination. Yeah, vaccination. You mean vaccination and injection? They saved millions of people. Yeah, millions of people. Okay. And the next question is, who invented these things? Do you know the names? Okay, Yaroslav.
Just ordinary phone invented, as I remember, Art Bell.
Okay.
Eliot Newton, as I or not.
Let's see later. Okay.
No. It's okay.
I may be wrong, but I think it was Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison.
With light.
Yeah, with the light. Yeah. Okay. Any other ideas? Okay, so let's crack the secret. Okay, you have 3 variants. And the answer is
Thomas Edison.
That's right. Yeah, you are right. Okay, and the next is the telephone. I've heard this name. Was invented by
Alexander Graham Bell.
That's right. And check the date. So which was earlier, electricity or telephone?
Telephone.
Telephone was earlier. That's right. Okay. The next, planes were invented by
The
Right.
The Wright
brothers.
brothers.
the Wright brothers. That's right. Yeah, not by George Washington for sure. Yeah. And we have just spoken about injections, and so this thing for injection is called syringe. Yeah, syringes were invented by, how do you think? Oh, what a difficult question.
Letitia Gear.
Leticia
Leticia Gear.
Gear. Okay, and the date is, can you see the date? Was it later than telephone or earlier?
Later.
Later than telephone. So up to now, the telephone holds the first place. Okay, and this is, our regular thing to see in the streets was invented by, how do you think, who?
Nikola Tesla.
Actually, he had something to do with the light, but yeah, the inventor was Garrett Morgan in 1925. Okay, and of course, iPhone. So the iPhone was invented by
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs. That's right. And you see, in 2007, many years ago, actually. I just didn't press it. That's right. And the next is, okay, and now let's see, how many sentences can you make? Do you remember the inventions and the inventors? And we are using passive voice here. I think everyone knows what passive voice is. Всі пам'ятаємо passive voice. В принципі, шостий.
Plane is the Wright brothers.
Okay, the plane was, у нас тут planes
Was
were,
invented by the Wright brothers.
Wright brothers. Okay, so make more sentences. Yeah. The telephone.
The electric light was
The telephone was
invented. The telephone was invented. Continue.
The telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell.
That's right. Yeah. And someone said about the electric light.
The electric light was invented by Thomas Edison.
Thank you very much. The iPhone was invented.
The iPhone was invented by Steve Jobs.
Yeah, of course. Okay, and traffic lights and syringes. Yeah, you have the names also. Okay, past. Yeah, past passive, past simple passive. Do you remember? Yeah, was, were, and the third participle, the third form, or the regular verb with the ending ed and by someone. I think all of you know this. Okay, and other inventions. So some inventions, but by the way, let's return. We have not so much time left. But speaking about other inventions, what inventions were also very, very important except those? Can you name an invention? What was really, really critical or crucial or, fascinating? Yes, Yaroslav, please.
Maybe computer?
Computer, of course. We can't live without computers now. Yes, thank you. And Anya?
Maybe discovery of penicillin.
Discovery of penicillin. Yeah, I agree. It was crucial. It was extremely important for the humanity. That's right. Okay, so think about more inventions. And if you have an idea, let us know later. Okay, and now, speaking about fascinating facts, I think these facts are quite interesting, but are they true or false? How do you think? So, what do you think about the first fact? Is it true or false, in your opinion? So,
I think the first is true.
Yeah, that's right. It's true. Can you imagine? So while you are eating apple, You are eating air as well. Okay, the next. So Anya, you
False.
should. It will take you 20 years to travel by plane from the moon to the sun. You think it's false? Okay. And who thinks that it's true?
I thought it's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So if you decide to travel by plane from the moon, Anya, with the chair, yeah, to the sun, yeah, it will take you 20 years. And the third fact, how do you think it is true or false? That its head is upside down. Upside down.
It sounds very unlikely, but okay, I will say it's false.
You think it's false, and anyone else thinks it's true? Okay, I will reveal the secret. It's true. Can you imagine? So this creature eats with its head upside down. It's really difficult to imagine, yeah. Oh, and we have 5 minutes left, so let's be in a rush. And the last fact, how do you think it's true or not? Someone who
I think it's false.
You think it's false? Okay. But actually it's true. All these facts are true. All these fascinating facts are true. So science is an extremely interesting field of knowledge. And I think it will be interesting for you to know some also fascinating, interesting, intriguing facts. And I will show you this date, 1490, and this symbol. How do you think, what is it?
It's Project Play and Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, that's right. So Leonardo da Vinci had an unusual, unique brain, and he somehow tried to make the structure that could fly. And how do you think, was it a success or a failure? Was it a good idea or bad idea? How do you think?
So I remember Leonardo da Vinci never float, or I forgot the past tense of fly. But it helped in modern times to create a plane. Yeah,
that's right. So from the 15th century up to, you see, just a second, I will continue. Up, so it's the fact about Leonia. So he was definitely ahead of its time. And interesting fact that in 1939, Igor Sikorsky also created something that first was not, not something really effective, because it took something around 3 seconds as far, it lasted no, just a second. In this, it lasted just a few seconds, and the helicopter was attached to the ground by a rope. And many people didn't believe that this invention could be, for the time, could be something that we are using now. And of course that was huge invention, and that was invention of huge importance, actually. Okay, and you see, a lot of new helicopters have been developing now, but the main structure was created by our Ukrainian. Okay, and we have just 2 minutes left, so I will skip some slides. It's about solar powered airplanes, because some airplanes they don't need fuel, they need just solar energy. And I also wanted to show you the word related to science. It is called spin-off. Spin-off, it is like invention made by invention. So all these things that you have at home, they were made because someone invented something similar for the space. So a lot of our regular things actually were created, for the space, for the astronauts. And sunglasses and GPS and a wireless headset first were made for astronauts, not for ordinary people. And even memory foam and mattresses were created for astronauts, not for ordinary people. So these are called spin-offs, just for you to remember, spin-offs. And you see a lot of spin-offs in health and medicine. And if you are interested, you can look at this chart later in the video. And we will continue, we are actually finishing our discussion. And I want to listen to your opinion. Do you agree or disagree with this? Technological progress has merely provided us with more efficient means for going backwards. Назад, да? Do you agree or not? You can show this smile, this emoji if you agree, or this emoji if you don't agree.
Can I ask for translation, because I don't fully understand?
Sure. Technological progress, you know, that has merely provided просто забезпечив нас більш ефективними засобами для того, щоб ми повернулись назад. Do you agree or not?
Thank you, because
How do you think? Do technologies and innovations help us, or they are getting us back?
Help
in
us.
some, I'm sorry for interrupting. In some way, it helps us to go forward, but sometimes it's truly leading us backward.
That's right, yeah, because people are getting lazy, actually, yeah. Okay, and and this phrase, I just want to finish with this phrase, because everything has advantages and disadvantages. And do you agree that technology is a queer thing? It brings you great gifts with one hand, and it stabs you in the back with the other hand. So technology can be very helpful, and technology can ruin you. Do you agree or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Especially speaking about our reality, different bombs, explosions, and so explosives and so on. Okay, and we are finishing now with more optimistic thought that machines actually can't live without human, and extraordinary man can be the one who can replace 50 machines or other technologies. So I wish you all to be extraordinary people, to achieve the heights you want to achieve. And I hope to see you next Sunday. We are going to discuss traveling, and we are going to speak about some tendencies in traveling and other interesting things, I hope. Thank you very much for your participation. Thank you very, very much for your really interesting opinion. Thank you very much for your good English, because on Sundays at the end of school year, it's a music for my ears to listen to your English, but improve, 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 and you will be an extraordinary person. Thank you very much. Goodbye, goodbye. Leave your comments in the Padlet, please, and see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.